Hey gang, it's that time of day. It's time to get fit. It is time to get lots of fun in your life, all right? We're gonna have a good workout, work a little bit on, it'll be aerobic, but also some strength training that you can do with a light weight, a kettlebell if you have it, or no weights at all. And I've got a guy that's a very fit person in the house, Mike Mursten. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, Missy. Great to be here.
And tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Wow. My name is Mike Mursten. I am a owner of the Genesis Brain Health Institute and also the owner of the Courtyard Senior Living. And
you can work out.
Blessed to be here. Love to work out. Love to stay fit, eat clean.
Yeah,
just a big part of my life.
We're going to do some trunk twist here, so you guys join in, get that low back warmed up, and we've got a few pictures of Mike doing some of the things that he enjoys doing. I know that you've even, well, that looks like he's good at relaxing after a hard workout, right? And you do triathlons and a little bit of...
I have done a number of triathlons. That's a picture of me surfing in Hawaii with my son. So I grew up surfing and really enjoy that. I have done a number of triathlons, and that is a picture of me at the Miami Man Half Ironman just a couple years ago. That was a fun race.
Open water swim. That's what gets me, that open water swim.
Yeah, that is a picture of the sign at the Courtyard Senior Living. We have locations.
3 of them, right?
Yeah, we're in Johnson City, Oak Ridge, and Knoxville.
And yeah, Oak Ridge, I'm all 3 of those places.
Are you?
All my friends up in Johnson City, my roommate, Mary Haynes Lancaster, Lockett, we were roommates in college. She lives up there, and the Tweetsy Trail was one of my top 10 places that I went last year. Let's do a few arm circles, kind of like that, getting their whole shoulders in like we're swimming. The Tweetsy's Trail is a new rails to trail out of Johnson City. It's going to go to Elizabethtown. It's 9 miles now. Johnson City is a happening place now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really coming where the downtown is active. Backwards now. Let's do a big backstroke here. Going to warm up those shoulders because we're going to use them in the workout today a lot. Oak Ridge, I'm over there. I was there last week hiking in Oak Ridge. Great spot. And I've seen pictures of, and I'm going to go by Courtyards, but y'all have a very active calendar and lots to do there.
We do, yes.
Which is so important.
It really is. Staying active, doing something every day is really important. Just no matter how old you are.
Exactly.
Never want to stop.
Well, and the things we're going to do today, we're going to play a game. It's good even to play games at all ages. So I've got this, and Mike's going to pull one of these out of here.
Okay. I'm a little bit intimidated. You know that. Not sure what we're going to get ourselves into.
Which one is that one?
That is the lunge pass-through.
Okay.
Do we start with the hardest thing?
Well, what we're going to do first, I'm going to show you guys how to do a lunge. And we're going to do a lunge back and forth. And if you have a step in front of you, you could do the step. And then we're going to add a little bit of a weight or kettlebell. So a lunge looks like this. We're just going to go back and forth. And what I tell people, if you have bad knees, just do a mini lunge. And we kind of have to be right in the middle of our step, Mike, because the steps kind of move on us a little bit. So this is what we're going to do as far as a lunge. Now, to make it a little more difficult, let me show you. I'm going to get a weight. You're going to have your kettlebell. But it would look like this. We're going to take a lunge, pass through, back. Lunge, pass through, and back. See? Pass through. Now remember, you don't have to use a weight at all, but it's kind of working a little bit on balance. Good job. We do this for about 30 seconds. And you've got exercise classes at the Courtyards?
Oh, we do. Daily. We have various different exercises. And again, it depends on whether or not the residents are physically able to get up and walk around, or maybe chair yoga.
Yeah.
A lot of chair yoga and
chair yoga. I did a class at Humana Senior, and it was a great class. And I had her on my show. Beth West taught it. A great exercise, you know.
Surprisingly, you actually can get a pretty good workout. You hear it, but
okay. All right, set this down for a second. A little water break. Water, very important. I learned this through Kelly, registered dietitian with Genesis. We were talking about dehydration and your mind. And how that is a big factor with
It really is.
your health of your mind.
Yeah.
So I need to drink more. All right, now we'll come back to that one later. Okay, you just pick out one. You can flip through them.
That was a good one. Let me have this one right here.
Oh, you love those.
Plank.
Plank and option row up. So I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do. All right, what you can do is you can have your kettlebell, or I'm going to put a weight for you. I'm going to give you this weight. I'm going to show you. It's fun. Something new. We're going to put our weight right in the middle of our step or on the ground. Now, another thing, when you do a plank, we're going to do upright planks. You could do a plank on the countertop, where at least you're feeling your midriff tighten. You don't have to go all the way down, but we're going to go kind of down this much. So this looks like a plank. Now, our option is you can hold this, or our option is we're going to 2 on this side, put it back down. Other side, upright row. 2 on this side, put it back down. Good job. And keep that core nice and tight. Keep it going. Now, if you had to, Mike's going to keep going, you could do it on your knees, like this. A few more.
Good one.
Planks really work so much of our core. I can feel my shoulders, but really it's your midriff. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, come on up. Good job. All right, in between, every once in a while, we're going to do a few twists, get that back. At the very end of the show, too, I'm going to show you guys some really good back, simple exercise that can really make a difference with that low back, which everybody at some point in their life has issue with. Okay, now on to another exercise. I'm going to put this plank option. We're going to come back to some of these, too. All right, Mike, choose something else, whatever one you want.
Let's go with this one.
All right, lateral lunge figure 8. All right. So what this looks like, you can use a weight, no weight at all, or a kettlebell. I'll do the kettlebell on this one, but you can use a weight. So it's going to, let me show you our leg work first, and you can follow along. We're going to go this side, back together, other side. It's just and I'm not going way out, just a side, like this, and I'm kind of having my feet out a little bit. So at the same time, we're going to do a figure 8. I said no aerobic dancing, but this is it's like no step aerobics or like Zumba.
You got me nervous.
We're going to go like this. We're going to go under our leg, back together. Under our leg, back together. Under our leg. Good job. And once you get good at it, you don't even have to kind of pause. We just kind of stabilize our. Good job. Working our hamstrings a little bit, our glutes. Looking good out there. About 4 more. 3 more. 2 more after this one. Last set coming up. To the side. Other side. Okay, set this down, little water break. So with Genesis Brain Institute, we're talking about water. It's not just nutrition. It's combining like 5 different things, right?
Yeah, it really it's all 5 tenets of basic health. Exercise, nutrition, brain utilization,
Right.
stress management, and socialization. And each one of those has different layers to it. I'm a little out of breath from that last set, sorry.
But that's what Andrew, your partner, was saying, that Missy, what you're doing with hikers even. You know, the happy hikers around the corner, a great group I go out with, seniors, mainly even older than me. But we're planning our hikes. We're planning where we're going to park this car, and all that is good.
It really
Besides
is.
the exercise.
The socialization element of it.
Right.
You know, you got to get out there, put yourself out there, meet new people, discuss things. So that's a real.
Whatever one you want.
Ooh.
Russian swings.
I want to do the American version of that one.
Okay, we're going to do swings, basic swings. And you can do the Russian version or the American version. So I'm going to do this first, then I'm going to go back to my kettlebell. So you've got your kettlebell. So a Russian swing, and remember, this is where we're really concentrating on our lower body first. we're kind of snapping those hips up. So you're using your quads right here. I'm going about eye level. Mike's taking it up higher. It's whatever you can do. If you have a low back issue, you might want to stick with me about eye level. And we're going to do this for about 30 seconds more. And you guys try this. If you're watching, you're thinking that looks so easy. You get your heart rate up. Main thing is to keep that back nice and tall, like straight. You don't want to be hunched over. Good posture. I find that folks that are getting older, by exercising and using some strength work, it helps their posture so much too. 10 more seconds. Mike's is a lot heavier than mine.
I'm feeling it.
I can't lift that one.
I'm feeling it.
5 more. Okay, we're done on that. 30 seconds. Set it down. Set it down.
I feel that in my lower back.
In between, I'm going to do a few of these. I just call these hamstring kicks. We're kind of utilizing our hamstring, but we're stretching a little bit of our quad muscles. My hikers are in such good shape. Some of them are older than 70, but I find that if you don't do balance work and range of motion, we get so tight.
Yeah.
So
I think balance is definitely underrated, how important it is as you age.
Right.
One of the biggest concerns that you have as an elder getting older is falling and hurting yourself.
Right.
But if you strengthen your core, strengthen your legs, your likelihood of falling is significantly lower.
Right.
So it makes sense. Train for when you're 80.
Oh, yes. Do those little ABCs
And
with
if you're
your
80,
ankle.
train for when you're 90.
We're going to do one more set of this. Get that heart rate up. Good job. Now, how did you get involved with Genesis Brain Institute?
Well, my partner is Andrew Dougherty.
Right.
He is an expert in Alzheimer's.
I've read his
he's
book.
been working.
He has Dad John.
Yeah, Dr. Dougherty, his father, is the head of has been the head of the Cole Neuroscience at UT. He was the founder.
Right. He's a big cyclist, too.
He is.
10 more seconds.
I've been in the Alzheimer's care business now for 10 years. So I met Andrew through that. We, just formed a friendship. And
2 more swings.
we came up with this idea to help prevent Alzheimer's.
Right.
Because there is no
But
treatment.
it's rising, and people, like I coached with Pat Summit. We're gonna have a little water break. Pat and was not that much older. We were pregnant at the same time with Tyler and Kelsey, and it just, what she did, her courage to speak out, and it just makes you realize that it's not just one type of Alzheimer's or dementia. Reading the book, there's different types.
Yeah, it's a complicated disease. Andrew is an expert. He's been in it his whole life, growing up as a child, working over at Alzheimer's Tennessee, and go on to the next one now.
Yeah,
I didn't know we were doing two of those.
Any of those.
Okay, we'll go right here.
Deadlift row, one arm. Oh, he chose a good one. Okay, we're going to do a deadlift row. If you can do this, let me show you what it is. We talked about balance. So if you needed to, you could hold on to your partner. You could put your hand out. You could put it against the wall. But your lower body work is going to look like this. It's just going to be like lifting that leg behind us. At the upper body, it's going to be, we're going to pick this up and then back down. See, we're going to put it down and pull it up. Here,
This
pull
is
it
going
up.
to be hard.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's hard, isn't it? Yeah.
Like
Here,
I
try
said,
this
balance.
too. Try this too.
Don't
Try that weight instead.
Don't try this at home.
Try that
Oh, wait.
weight instead. So it goes like this. If you have a weight, it's just like you're going to bring that weight up and back down. Up and down. Just a little movement. Up and down. Up and down. Okay, other side. So it looks like this, guys.
Not
We're
good with
kind
this one.
of out and up. Touch and up. Touch. See, you picked that one out because we were talking about how balance can be. It looks so simple, but until you try it, it's pretty tough.
It really is.
And again, that's why I was telling Mike I want a bar next to my set, because if you had something like, for instance, this is what y'all could do at Courtyard. All right, do the same thing, and I want you to put your hand out and touch me. Even you touching me can help.
I'm
See?
gonna push you over.
Here.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Just knowing that you have something to tap.
Yeah, or a chair.
Right.
And maybe you can start holding on and then slowly work your way up to trying to do it without the chair.
But that's kind of an advanced one that he happened to pick. But that is something you could even go like this. Just if you're standing there, for instance, this would be the same type of workout, and you try it with me. Just arms up and back. Arms up and back, like a Superman. And really tighten up that fanny at the same time. Good, about 3 more on this side. But even though this looks easy, it's really working on our balance.
Yep.
All right, now other side, we'll do the same thing. So we're lifting up, tap back down. Good job.
One of the intake tests that we do at Genesis, and then we follow it up throughout the program and then on intervals thereafter, is how long can you stand on one leg? And that is an indicator of your health risk.
We do that with one of my hiking clubs at the very beginning. Because that's the thing, you can be in great aerobic shape and think, I used to hike, and you're in good aerobic shape, and then you get out on a trail, and then you're having to climb over something and balance on a rock, and that's why you need all of it to come together, because you don't want to fall. So, all right, a little bit of a water break, and then we're going to pick another one. This might be a little easier. Okay. Ooh, we haven't done this one. Ooh, this is, I kind of made up some fun things last night. Okay.
One of these
Any
three?
of those.
Let's go with the middle one.
Okay.
Maybe do that
Okay,
one.
yeah, that one.
This one.
That one we haven't done. Okay.
That looks hard.
Okay. Oh, no, it's not. It looks clean and press, and then 2 knees. All right, clean and press is going to look like this. With a weight, let me show you. Clean and press is going to be like this. We're going to start here, and then we're going to rack it here. You know, that's like then we're going to press it up. So it's going to be, take it up to here, up like that, and back down. Okay, that's a clean and press. So we're going to add to it. So I'm going to use the kettlebell.
Should I use the kettlebell?
Yeah, let's try this. So it's going to be like this, and then rack it here, up, and back down. And shoulder up. About 4 more on this side. You gotta have good posture with this. Keep your chin up. A few more on this side. Last one. Good. Okay, so on this, if you have a kettlebell, these don't cost a lot too. You can find them at Target, Kmart, Walmart. But I think I got mine at Power Systems. You can, when you come up to this part, you're taking it like this. So elbows out, overhead, here, and back down. So it looks like this. Overhead, that's the press. So this is the clean, and then your overhead. Good job. And I know Kelly, when she was on my show, she works at Genesis, she was talking about, you know, eating more times a day, and that as seniors sometimes we'll think, oh, I don't need to eat as much, or it's okay if I skip a couple meals, but that's really very wrong as far as your brain health and memory and all that's concerned.
Absolutely.
And way too much sugar. We all eat too much sugar.
We absolutely do eat too much sugar. That is really the one element. If you could eliminate anything from your diet, that would be it. But yeah, you want to spread your nutrition throughout the day. Not ever have too big of a meal at any one point in time. And you don't want to go too long fasting.
Okay, set that down. We're going to get a water break. Oh, all right, I'm building up a good sweat here.
Me too.
A water break. Then I'm going to add on to what we just did, make it a little tougher. All right, on this one, what we're going to do, and this will be kind of like dance to Mike, so he's probably going to get mad at me, but we're going to do 2 of those presses and then 2 knee lifts. So it's going to look like this. We got about 9 more minutes to go, 8 or 9 more minutes. So it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to show you guys and Mike what I'm going to do. So it's going to be that racket right here. We got about 7 minutes. Then we're going to do 2 overhead, then 2 knees, and back down. So it's going to be racket, 2 overhead presses, 2 knees, and back down. So it's 2 presses, and then 2 knees, kind of working on the balance. Again, down, up, overhead press twice. Get that balance, lift those knees one at a time. Last one on the side. Here, here, up twice, and knee. Good, okay, other side. And you can do the same thing. Can I have your black weight here? You could do the same thing with a weight. So I'm gonna start here on this side. Racket to here, overhead twice, and then 2 knees. And the kettlebell is a little tougher, especially Mike's. He's kind of heavy one. 2 of these. That's the thing with the kettlebell movements. You can kind of make it easy or hard. I knew he was a busy guy. He wanted a hard workout. Lift twice, and down, up, overhead twice, 2 knees. 1 more of these. Over here, overhead twice, and 2 knees. Okay, set that down. 1 more water. So I want to have some time at the end to do a little bit of back care. Speaking of back care, it's really important when I know I did something wrong last year. I had too heavy of a kettlebell, and I was trying to lift it way out here. So anytime you're lifting something, you got to make sure you're close to it, because we think we're strong and we'll try to lift it away from our body, and that's when the old back goes. So
yeah,
one
of my mindsets going into any workout is the goal is not to hurt myself. So if I can get through the workout without an injury, it's been a good workout.
Well, that's why I don't think I love their surfing pictures, but I don't know if I could surf. I probably would get hurt.
There's no doubt in my mind you can surf.
All right, we're going to do a couple of, we're going to get down and do a couple of exercises. Before we go down, we're going to do those twists again and try to get your whole body into it, where you're pivoting those feet so you can feel that low back. Good job. And back to those slow, exaggerated arms. Range of motion, like you're kind of like your straight arm freestyle. My daughter, Gracie, is a really good swimmer, and they're trying to straighten her arm out a little bit. I'm not a swim coach, so I always thought, oh, you got to have that elbow bit. And they're like, no, Missy, she needs to reach more. Gracie is qualified for the state in the 50 and the 100 free. Way to go, Gracie B. All right, now we're going to come down here kind of like a plank position, and I'm going to show you what I do for my low back. Physical therapist I've gone to at TOC, and then Mark Conley over at Fort Sanders, he will have me do this. All right, this is a cobra. So what I'm doing is you can go all the way to the floor. You keep there. If you can't do that, you can go all the way to the floor and then just come up. Now let your hips go down, and we're coming up like this. Can you feel that in your low back?
Yes.
Okay. And if it's a little too tough, you push this forward and do it like I'm doing. And hold that. Okay, 1 more I'm going to show y'all. We'll try to do both of these. Bird dog is great for the low back. It's opposite arm and leg, and it's kind of tough. It's a balance move. 3 seconds, and then other side. Opposite arm and leg, like a bird dog. And again, with this, you're thinking of balance, but it's also working that low back area. 1 more of these. Okay, back down to that plank position like this. And if you need to, push yours forward like I'm doing. I'll show you. This is what I do at home. Try to do it a couple times a day. I lay down flat on the floor, but that's not a good angle for the show. I lay down flat for a little bit, and then I lift up like this. And this simple exercise helped get away from my back pain that I had last year from lifting too heavy of a weight. It really hurt sometimes. It would catch, and I would do this 3 times a day, go back down, kind of rest a little bit. Now come up again on those elbows, and think of your spine kind of going into the floor.
Feels good.
And it does feel good, doesn't it? But you guys, if you've ever had back pain, try to do this about 3 times a day. Just lay flat on the floor for a minute, up like this, and do it like 3 times in a row, and then do it another once during the day or evening. All right, we're gonna come all the way up. Go into a lunge stretch. And one arm across, and we're gonna say goodbye to you guys. Remember, I always say life is more fun when you're fit. Keep working out; it really pays off, right?
It sure does.
And did you get a workout in?
I sure did.
All right,
I'm
Mike,
sweating.
looks good. Other side, and we'll see you here on East Tennessee BBS and also WCTE Monday through Friday, and the weekends up in Cookeville and Nashville. See you next time.